What is going on, guys? Deactivate here. So on today's video, I'm going to bring you a little product that I ordered from Amazon. So this is what we went ahead and ordered. Brand is called like CYTROBE or something like that. So if for many of y'all that do or don't know, this is an AFM disabler. So this is for all these GM vehicles that have that eco mode that it goes into V4, V8. When you're on highway speeds and stuff like that, or when you're very easy on the throttle pedal, the cars or trucks will engage V4 and they'll run in V4. So that's what the AFM is called. It stands for active fuel management on my year model anyways. On the newer trucks it's called DFM. Forgot what that stands for, but that is for the new trucks. For mine it's gonna be the AFM, active fuel management. So what this is supposed to do, this is supposed to pretty much disable the software in it that activates the V4. So once you install or hook this little device up, what it's gonna do, it's gonna allow your vehicle to run in V8 consistently. It will not be switching from V4 to V8. It's gonna stay in V8. So let's go ahead and open up we're gonna be trying it on this 2016 Chevy Tahoe with the 5.3 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's go around the block real quick so I can show y'all the V4 eco mode that I'm trying to explain to y'all. Alright guys, so the little device is not installed, so it should be engaging into V4 mode. That's what we're about to demonstrate y'all. So y'all can see right there, there it goes. It just went into V4. As y'all can see the little green V4. That right there indicates that the car is running in V4. Now it just switched back to V8. So let's go ahead and show y'all again. Let's continue this video without interruptions. Alright, so as y'all can see it, there it is, it's in V8. If you step on the throttle a little bit more, it goes, see, back into V8 and back to V4. You can even hear the sound of the exhaust note when it changes into V4. It gives it like a very burpy sound. So now let's go ahead and pull over real quick and shut off the truck and install this device. So let's pull over and install this device real quick. It's a super simple plug and play. By the way, this device was relatively cheap. It was like probably one of the cheaper options on Amazon. I picked it up for about 55 bucks. There is a variety of selections you can pick from the cheapest being some other AFM that was not even brand named. It was like 30 bucks to your expensive one that's a range brand, and those are like about 200 or in the 200s and up. So this one was 50 bucks, super cheap. Like I said, I took my chances and I ordered it, and it seems to work. I've already been running it. So let me go ahead and show you how to install this. So this will install down here, kind of where your OBD scanner thing goes. So once it's installed, you're gonna see a little bit of lights flashing, and then you're gonna turn on your vehicle. So as y'all can see, shows one light. When you're running it, it's gonna turn on, I think, all 3 or 4 lights, as y'all can see. So once all 4 lights are on, that indicates that the device is installed and it's working. So there should not be any fluctuation from V4 to V8. As y'all can see, it's staying in V8. By this time it would already change to V4. My foot is not even on the gas pedal, so that definitely indicates that it does work and it is doing what it's supposed to do, keeping the car in V8. I've actually been running this device for about a week, and it has had no trouble. It's done its job. I've actually been switching this device to my other GMC Sierra pickups, and it works on them as well. Like I said, this device is made for these GM vehicles from 2007 to 2018, 19 in some cases. So this one is supposed to but disable the software that engages this V4 Eco mode. So I can see it's staying in V8. We're at very low RPM and it's still in V8, cruising at 40 miles per hour. Which without the device, it would have already engaged in V4. So yeah. So with that being said, guys, there it is. The little device does work. You can see it's installed right there. It does keep the car in V8, doesn't switch it back to V4. So now many of y'all may be asking, why would I want to mess with the eco mode on the car and try to disable it? Well, the reason for that, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to disable it. For starters, on these newer engines, it's been causing a lot of lifter failure, just for reasons that there's so much fluctuation from the V4 to V8 that at times the the lifter could get stuck, and when that happens, it could bend the rod, and there goes, you know, part of your engine. So it is a very, very costly repair if that does happen. I'm not saying it will happen for every single GM vehicle out there, but for the most part, it has become a very, very common issue with definitely with the 2014 models and up. So that is obviously the main reason to want to delete this. But let's be honest with you, this little device won't really save your engine from, you know, lifter failure or any of that because of the AFM. It most likely will delay the you know, the problem, but it's not going to solve it, because all you're doing is just turning off the software that engages it. But at the end of the day, the engine still has the internal mechanics of the AFM. So in order to actually save your engine and definitely do this permanently, you would probably have to get an AFM delete and then a tune-up after that. So that consists of I'm not sure what it consists of, but I know you do have to open up the engine and replace all those AFM parts, and then after that retune it. So that would be the best way to go, and it would be the permanent solution. But for some people that may be too costly, like in terms of me, I have 3 GM vehicles, 2014 models and up, so I'd have to do all 3 of them. And if I'm correct, each kit runs with labor and everything, you're probably looking at maybe $1,500 out the door, if that. I'm talking about like on the low side. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason that I want to get this disabled or deleted, because, you know, I don't want engine failure or lifter failure. And also, when you're cruising at lower speeds, I just hate the fluctuations of V8 to V4, how it's just, I feel like it messes with the transmission a little bit, but that could just mean, like I said, I'm not a mechanic or anything like that. But I swear, when you're cruising at low speeds and it's just fluctuating from V4, V8, especially if you have an exhaust system, you can just feel the power band just kind of bouncing back and forth, and it gets very annoying. So yeah, that would be the reason to want to delete this, or completely permanently delete. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and delay the problem, get this little device, $50 on Amazon. It keeps your car in V8. But if you want to permanently do this the right way, you would have to get a kit that disables all the components inside the engine, or removes all the AFM parts. That would be the best solution to go, but it is like I said, it is like 1,500 bucks. So for now, we're gonna rock this little device, and hopefully maybe we can delay the problem until we can actually get the kit installed. So now let's discuss the pros of installing this little device. Obviously, we're not gonna fix the problem permanently, but we might delay some problems. So that's a pro. Pro number 2, the way the car just sounds with the exhaust once this little device is installed. You're obviously, like I said, you're running on V8 the entire time, and when you have an exhaust system, it just sounds phenomenal. You know, you're not having that bounciness of V4 to V8 and having that burble like sound all the time. It's just consistently a deep rumbling sound of a V8. So that's a very good pro. Second would be, I noticed that fuel mileage ain't the best. You know, you're not gonna get better fuel mileage, but fuel mileage tends to stay a little bit more consistent at a number. Like back then with it, I could be fluctuating from, you know, 10 miles to 14, stuff like that. Now I notice that it just kind of stays at a consistent 14 miles to the gallon and stuff like that. So pro number 3, I think it would be just the smoothness of the drivability, like I said. So pro number 3 would probably have to be the smoothness of the power band when you're driving in just straight V8. When you're just cruising down the road and shifting through the gears and it's staying in constant V8, the power band is just so smooth. And then once you get up to, you know, the 6th gear and it goes into overdrive, the way it just sounds is so great, and it feels so smooth. You're not having, like I'm saying, that fluctuation of V4 to V8. And you're only gonna feel that nasty fluctuation if you have an exhaust system. If you have stock exhaust system, you're honestly not gonna feel any difference at all if it's bouncing from V4 to V8, because the exhaust system is very quiet. But when you have an exhaust system, you can just feel it, how nasty it's changing from V8, V4, V8, V4. So that would be pro number 3, how smooth the power band is when you're just cruising down the road. Let me see, is there a pro number 4? Let's see, what would it be? Oh, towing. I noticed the other day when I towed, well, actually I put this device on my rear GMC Sierra because I was towing. I towed about maybe 4,000 pounds. I noticed that when you're on the highway towing, it's definitely way better. It's just, like I said, I'm staying in V8, just cruising, towing. You're not having the freaking truck bounce into V8, I mean into V4 while it's cruising. I thought maybe if you engage tow haul, it would stay in V8, but no, even if you engage tow haul, it still stays in what's it called, it still will engage V4. I've seen another YouTube video though where this guy said that in the manual, supposedly you can put it in manual mode and switch it all the way to 5th gear, and that would be like a in-town towing mode that it stays in V8. Something like that. I'm not sure how he explained it, but it has to do something like that. But in terms of me, I was towing and I had to be on the highway, you know, highway speeds at least 75 miles per hour at least. And it's kind of annoying if you're gonna have your freaking truck bouncing all around V4 to V8 while you're towing on the highway. So with this device and keeping it in V8, it just tows way better, way smoother. You don't have to be dealing with all this going up the hill and then switching down to V8. But yeah, that would be pro number 4 or 5, not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. The device works. I've already installed it. I've been rocking it for 2 weeks. It works on all these, on all of my other trucks. So it works from 2014 to 2018 5.3s with the 6-speed, and I think it works as well for the 8 speeds. I think the only year models that it does not work for, it will be for the 2019 models and up with the 10 speeds. I know it says it does work, but I've seen a lot of people say that it does not work. So I can confirm that it works for my year models 2014, 16, 15. It does work for our year models. But that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I just wanted to share this little device with y'all. At the end of the story, it won't solve the problem permanently, but it might help on delaying it. And you know, obviously, if you add up all the other pros, like, you know, the way how good your exhaust system's gonna sound, how great your power band feels while you're just cruising down the highway, or, you know, with towing, if you add up all those pros and, you know, put it next together to a $50 device, I personally think it's a very well worth it device for 50 bucks. But that's from my personal opinion. I'm not telling y'all to go out and buy it, because, you know, my situation may not be the same as y'all's. Who knows? But if y'all are interested, I will leave the link in the description to where I picked up this device. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Keep up with more content. So that's it, guys. Peace out.